This is what constitutes perfect fear. However, as we have said, perfect fear cannot come unless the initial fear is first acquired. For it is written, "The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom," and also, "The fear of God is both the beginning and the end." The beginning refers to the introductory fear, which is followed by the perfect fear of the saints. The initial fear belongs to our state. Like a layer of protective coating, it guards the soul from every evil, for it is written, "By the fear of the Lord everyone departs from evil." Thus, whoever turns away from evil out of fear of punishment, like a servant who fears his master, gradually comes to do good. By doing good, little by little he begins to hope for a reward for doing good, as does a hireling. Persistently avoiding evil out of fear, as we said, like a servant, and doing good out of hope, like a hireling, while by God's help remaining steadfast in goodness, and thereby uniting himself proportionally with God, he begins to taste the sweetness of the good itself and to feel something of the very essence of goodness, no longer wishing to be separated from it. For who can separate such a one from the love of Christ, as the Apostle says? Then he attains the measure of a son, loving for the sake of the good itself, and fearing because he loves. This is that great and perfect fear. Teaching us to distinguish one kind of fear from another, the prophet David says, "Come, children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord." Pay attention to every word of the prophet, for each word of his bears power. First, he says, "Come to me," calling us to virtue, and then he adds children. The saints call children those who by their words are transformed from evil to virtue, just as the Apostle says, "My little children, for whom I travail in birth again, until Christ be formed in you." Then, having called us and prepared us for this transformation, the prophet continues, "I will teach you the fear of the Lord." Do you see the boldness of the saint? When we wish to speak of anything good, we usually say, "Shall we talk a little and try to learn something about the fear of God, or about any other virtue?" But the holy prophet does not speak in this uncertain way. Rather, with confidence he says, "Come, children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord." Then he adds, "Who is the man that desires life, who loves to see good days?" And as though hearing someone reply, "I do, teach me how to live and to see good days," he continues to teach, saying, "Keep your tongue from evil, and your lips from speaking deceit." Thus, by the fear of God, he first cuts off the activity of evil. Keep your tongue from evil means, do not harm the conscience of your neighbor in any way, do not provoke or irritate him. And let your lips not speak deceit means, do not deceive your neighbor. Then the prophet adds, "Turn away from evil." At first, he spoke of certain particular sins, of slander, of deceit, and then he adds, in general, concerning every evil. Turn away from evil. That is, flee entirely from every evil, avoid anything that could lead to sin. Having said this, he does not stop there but continues saying, "And do good." For it happens that someone may not commit evil, yet neither does he do good. Another may not commit injustice, yet he shows no mercy. Another may not hate, yet he does not love. Therefore the prophet rightly said, "Turn away from evil and do good." Thus he shows us the sequence of those three states we mentioned earlier, how by the fear of God we are guided in turning away from evil, and then are urged to rise upward, toward the good. For whoever becomes worthy to cease from evil and flee from it, being led by the saints, will quite naturally begin to do good. Having spoken so well and consistently about this, the prophet continues, "Seek peace and pursue it." He did not say only seek, but also pursue it earnestly, so that you may truly attain it.